I'm still trying to process the sheer horror of my experience at Saphir Palace Spa Hammamet. It's like a perpetual nightmare that refuses to end. As I sit here, reflecting on the events that transpired, I'm overcome with a deep sense of melancholy. It's as if the very fabric of my being has been irreparably damaged. Let me take you back to the beginning, when I first arrived at this supposed 5-star abomination. I was greeted with a snail's pace check-in process, where the staff seemed more interested in gossiping amongst themselves than attending to their guests. It was like they were intentionally trying to make us feel unwelcome, like an uninvited guest at a dinner party. And then the rooms, oh the rooms, they were a masterclass in mediocrity. The drapes were on the floor, the toilet didn't flush, and there were no face or hand towels in sight. It was as if they expected us to bring our own supplies, like some sort of camping trip gone wrong. I mean, what kind of hotel doesn't provide the basics? It's like they were trying to suck the joy out of our vacation. But of course, the real tragedy was the food. It was like they took all the leftover ingredients from the previous night's dinner and served them to us with a side of apathy. The taste was akin to someone pouring a vat of sadness into my mouth. I mean, who serves cold, congealed eggs for breakfast? It's like they were deliberately trying to ruin our appetite, and don't even get me started on the service. The waiters seemed to have a personal vendetta against us, like we owed them money or something. They'd address us with a tone that was equal parts condescension and disdain, like we were somehow beneath them. I mean, what kind of hospitality is that? It's like they were trying to make us feel like we were a burden, an inconvenience to their otherwise amazing lives. But you know what the cherry on top was? The homophobic behavior. I mean, I understand we're in a Muslim country, but that's no excuse for perpetuating hate. It's like they thought they were above the law, that they could discriminate with impunity. I was like, excuse me, didn't you get the memo that it's 2023 and we're all supposed to be human beings now? And then there was the beach. Oh, the beach. It was like they took all the trash from the nearby clubs and dumped it on the shoreline. I mean, who wants to relax in a sea of discarded beer bottles and forgotten dreams? It's like they were trying to destroy any semblance of peace we might have had. But you know what the most egregious part was? The fact that they didn't even care. They seemed utterly disconnected from our plight, like we were just a bunch of pesky insects buzzing around their otherwise perfect lives. I mean, when I complained to the rep from Love Holidays, he just shrugged it off like it was our problem, not theirs. It's like they were trying to gaslight us into thinking we were the crazy ones. As I sit here reflecting on this entire debacle, I'm left with a sense of profound sadness. It's like I've lost something precious, something that can never be regained. I mean, what's the point of even calling yourself a 5-star hotel if you can't deliver the basics? It's like they're intentionally trying to scam people out of their hard-earned money. So I ask you, dear readers, what do you think? Have you had a similar experience at Saphir Palace Spa Hammamet? Share your stories, your struggles, your pain. Let's form a community of victims, a collective of people who have been wronged by this monstrous establishment. And to Saphir Palace Spa Hammamet, I say this: you should be ashamed of yourselves. You should be ashamed of the way you treated us, of the way you continue to treat.
The dark side of businesses near Saphir Palace Spa Hammamet. The businesses near Saphir Palace Spa Hammamet. They are a lesson in disappointment, a masterclass in mediocrity, a place where hopes of a pleasant vacation go to die quietly under the Tunisian sun. Shopping, more like shoplifting your sanity malls here, are not malls. They are overpriced souvenir caves with the charm of a Soviet-era warehouse. Take Costa Mall. If you enjoy being followed like a suspected thief while paying for items that mysteriously multiply on your receipt, this is your paradise. Visitors report prices changing like magic at checkout, staff who treat browsing like a criminal offense, and a selection of goods so sparse you'd think the apocalypse already happened. Dining, more like paying for punishment. Beachfront restaurants should be relaxing. La Terrasse Beach Hammamet is not. Imagine booking a private beach cabana, only to be exiled to the parking lot of the dining area, forced to order enough food to feed a small village just to keep your chair. The food, overcooked, overpriced, and served with a side of contempt. The staff, rude enough to make a diplomat consider violence. Even long-time regulars say the quality has plummeted, like watching a 5-star resort slowly morph into a highway truck stop. Hotels, more like hostage situations. Nearby hotels, like Hasdrubal Thalassa Spa, promise luxury but deliver misery. Families trapped in boredom, staff who treat guests like nuisances, and hidden fees that appear like bad magic tricks. One guest described begging for water like a desert wanderer. Another was charged double at the spa when they realized she was foreign. If you enjoy feeling like an ATM with a human face, these hotels are for you. The Medina. A tourist trap with extra steps. The Medina of Yasmine Hammamet is less a historic market, more a theatrical scam village. Aggressive sellers, fake, family discounts, and prices that jump higher than a startled cat. The classic move. A friendly hotel employee suddenly appears, guides you to his cousin's shop, and then vanishes after you've been charged 300 dinars for a trinket worth 10. If you enjoy feeling like the mark and a con artists, step right in. Fitness, more like financial loss. Even gyms here play games. The One Fit sells ticket booklets but lose yours. Tough luck. No sympathy, no solutions, just a shrug and an unspoken, should have been more careful, idiot. Final warning: if you stay near Saphir Palace Spa, prepare for a reality where businesses see you as a walking wallet. The beach is beautiful. The people, sometimes warm, but the surrounding commerce, a carnival of disappointment. So bring extra patience, double-check every receipt, and maybe, just maybe, pack a lunch.
Okay, so I was looking into things near Saphir Palace Spa Hammamet, because people go there for a nice 2 weeks and it's supposed to be relaxing. But apparently it's not always like that. Businesses around there, they have a way of making extra money off tourists, let us just say. First, there are these leather shops. So many leather shops near Saphir Palace Spa Hammamet. They seem very eager to help you find a genuine bargain. It's usually how it starts, right? Really friendly, offering tea, then showing you these bags and jackets. But the price? It's always way too high, even after negotiating. People get excited, thinking they're getting a deal, but it's often stuff made from, really bad plastic pretending to be leather. And they only realize after they've paid and are heading back to Saphir Palace Spa. What happens then? They're probably too embarrassed to go back and complain. They just live with it, a really expensive, fake leather reminder of their trip. The shopkeeper, they just move on to the next tourist, of course. Probably laughing all the way to the bank. It makes me so frustrated, why would you do that? Then there's the spice and carpet shops. Businesses near Saphir Palace Spa Hammamet love to insist their saffron is the best, the most pure, and offer to show you how it's harvested. But more often than not, it's turmeric and dyed fibers. They'll wrap everything up so nicely, make it seem very authentic, and charge a crazy price. Tourists, they trust people, especially when they're on holiday. I reckon most of them feel so foolish they just toss it when they get home, and maybe write a bad review online if they even bother. The shop owner probably just shrugs and considers it a cost of doing business. Honestly, it's sad. There's also this thing with the change. Shops and even some restaurants, they conveniently forget to give you the right change back. You're distracted, maybe by the hustle and bustle, or you think it's just a small amount and not worth arguing over. But it adds up, don't it? Especially if it's